Hi, everybody. Welcome to Consistently Creative Crew. I'm Colleen along with Kari and Cheryl, and we are Consistently Creative Crew. We're here tonight as we are every Wednesday night. And the second Wednesday of the month is a project recipe class. Tonight I'll be leading you through the Autumn Cottage Project Recipe and the requirements for this project recipe. In the sample, they use two different designer background papers. And then you are going to cut, you only need two additional designer papers to make the layout. And note that you will use both sides of the designer paper. So make sure you like both sides. Not very many tools necessary for this layout. Repo and repositionable tape runner, the green cutting blade, and the medium circle. So the middle circle of the custom cutting system is what you need. And of course, the new amazing 6.5-inch personal trimmer and the 12 by 12 inch, also still amazing after all these years. I still go, why did I wait so long? So on my table is an example that I made for this layout. This layout calls for 6 vertical photos that are 3.5 by 6. You can see it goes all the way across the page. And I wanted to give you a variation. I have 3 on this side, and then I rotated on the right to make landscape. And I'm extra, so I added peekaboo pockets because, you know, you just can't have too many photos. I just am missing my titles because I just didn't get that done. But so here's just an idea. So if you don't have 6 vertical photos, it's fine. You know, these are recipes, just like when you're cooking. It's a suggestion. So you just adapt it to what works for you.
That looks nice.
Thanks. This is Talkeetna, Alaska. The roads are gravel. There's no paved roads. This cat is the mayor of Talkeetna, Alaska. They're like, yeah,
it's beautiful.
They really didn't want to deal with it, but they had to have a mayor, so they elected the cat. That's why the cat is featured prominently.
Gotta do.
Or they're just pulling us lower 48ers legs, whatever. I'll go with it.
Either way, it's a good story.
Again, here is the sample. You are using your background papers, whichever you choose, and then 2 designer papers.
Do you want me to show the advisor guide?
Yes, thank you. I'm sorry. I appreciate
it. Okay. No worries.
We discussed that earlier, but I completely forgot.
Good. So for Autumn Cottage, Creative Memories has put together this advisor guide. So if you are using this collection, these paper selections might help you. So these are the 4 sheets of paper that they used in their sample page. So you can take a look at those. And in addition to that one set, they took the rest of the papers and gave 2 different sets, and you can see what they used for each of those. One of them has the teal paper, the other one is more oranges. So they've what sides they're using, what papers they're recommending. So hopefully those will help you as you're picking your papers. And I know Colleen's going to show us what she picked with her collection.
Yes, I'm using Coastal Shores. I selected 2 cardstock as my base papers, and then these 2 designer papers, which both sides are going to show. And then you just need to pay attention to direction. If you have a directional paper, these buoys, I don't want them on my page hanging sideways. It wouldn't be the end of the world, but I'd like to try and make it so that they hang this way. So that's the buoy paper is actually my designer paper number 1. So unless there's any questions, we can get started. Looks like we're all good. All right, first step is turn the paper. And if you have a line, you need it to be going this way. And we're going to cut at 6.5. So since I want my buoys to hang down, I'm going to cut it like that. And then we will rotate and cut it 4 twice. These are the photo mats. And you'll be using both sides of these. Okay, so set aside my, and then the next 4 cuts is 3/4 of an inch. So I'm going to go to the right hand side, over to the 3/4, and cut 4 times. I'm sure you all know we go to the right hand side so you have more of the paper to hold on to keep it straight and secure. And I also heard someone suggest that you should always cut up towards the top. But I frequently do both directions. So I now have 4 3/4 inch pieces, and that's it for cutting on designer paper number 1. This remainder paper you can use for punching out shapes. And now we have designer paper number 2. Does anybody need more time to do their cuts? It looks like people are still working.
Yes, I am.
Okay,
You said that was 4 of the 3/4 inch?
yes.
So,
Okay, now for designer paper number 2, if you have a directional paper, just think about which way. I happen to have stripes, so I'm going to match the other paper that has stripes and have them go up and down. So I'm going to turn my paper this way so the stripes will go up and down. And I'm going to cut at 6.5. It's the same cut as the first piece of paper. Cut at 6.5. Rotate and cut at 4 twice. All right, and then we are basically finished with our trimmer. And you need this, you need your circle shapes. Again, it's the middle circle with the green blade. And to get our 5 1/4 circle, we are going to cut on the outside. Let me double check myself. Yes. I have to cut the middle circle with the green blade on the outside. This always reminds me of Clue. Miss Scarlet in the library with the candlestick. It's the middle. Anybody else? Just me? The middle circle with the green blade. And this is a 5 1/4 inch circle. And then you're going to make 4 circles with the green blade on the inside of the middle circle. So you have plenty of paper. It's always good to make sure that the circle moves before you lift up your template and your blade.
mhm.
So what collections is everybody using tonight?
I'm using Autumn Cottage.
Nice.
I'm using the, one of the advisors, fruity something.
Pretty Delight. Yes.
Okay.
Yep. And then the remainder of this paper you can use to cut out shapes. So again, that's the middle circle with the green blade on the outside for that gets you your 5 1/4 inch circle. Then it's the middle circle with the green blade on the inside, and you cut that 4 times. Then the only other instruction is to cut your circle in half. And the trimmer has a really neat way you do this. You just slide it down to the bottom of your trimmer, nest it so that it's resting at the bottom, and that is actually the center of the circle. I love it. No measuring involved. Makes me very happy.
That's clever.
It works at the top and at the bottom, but I think if you put it at the bottom, you rest it down, and then when you pull down on it, it keeps it in but it works both directions. And
I have an older trimmer, so I don't have that feature. I may have to upgrade.
you may have to upgrade. And then after you upgrade, you're like, what did I wait for?
Yeah, I know, always.
So let's pause now while everyone gets caught up cutting, and then we'll put it together. Okay, let's assemble. I'm going to start with your 3/4 inch strips and bring it up 2 inches from the bottom. I'm going to use Repo. Actually, I'm going to lay it out dry just so I can show you, and then I'll do off camera. So 2 inches from the bottom, then you place your mats alternating every other one. Oh, I think I'll do that. Of course, you get to play with, which side of the paper do I like best? Don't we all have our favorite paper? I like both sides. I can't decide.
Decision and decision.
Right. You know me, Deanna. Then these pieces are all just butted right up against each other, right up against the 3/4 inch. That's 2 inches up from the bottom. Then you put the top.
Oh, I didn't know we weren't supposed to cut those little circles. Oopsie. I cut all the circles.
Yeah, no, just the big ones.
Oh, I can make some more. I got more paper.
Hey, there you go.
Mhm.
So your half circle covers the 3/4 inch strip, goes right up against the photos. And then your 2 little circles go next to it. So this is the basic layout. And again, I can show you the sample that I did a different orientation, because this is what worked for my photos. I mean, you get the same, a different effect, but the same idea. Okay. If there aren't any questions, then we'll just pause and we'll put it together. Oh, and the photo sizes, forgot to mention that. The photo sizes are 3.5 by 6. 3.5 by 6, and there's 6 of them. Hi everybody, welcome back. So here is my completed layout. I just have to fill in my journaling. I need to sit in a quiet spot and think about it. I put it on scratch paper first so I can make sure I can fit it all. So this is how, I did 6 photos all the way across. They pretty much followed the project recipe. And then I also want to remind you of the other sample that I did, and there's a photo of this. And I changed the orientation because my photos didn't all go, they weren't all vertical, there were some horizontal. And then I also added Peekaboo Pocket because I had too many photos, which is always my problem. I'm just missing my titles on here. You know, on this sample I threw on a border sticker. So I don't know if there's anyone else who would like to show their layout on the video.
I will.
Okay, Pat. Oh, there we go. Oh, pretty. I love
Nice.
that. Nice embellishments too.
Oh, she mixed up the.
Very nice.
Lots of collections there.
Huh.
This is what I
Good job,
have.
Pat. Good job.
And did you
Yeah.
pop out some of your embellishments?
I'm sorry?
Did you pop out some of your embellishments with foam squares?
Yes, I did.
Looks nice. It really adds a lot of depth.
Nice job. Pat.
Any-
I can show mine unless anybody else can go first. I'm not. Anybody else?
I'll go after you.
You're up, Cheryl.
Oh, okay. There we go. I'm figuring out. I got to put a journaling thing in here, and there it is.
It looks
Hey.
great.
Yeah, I like those colors together.
Looks,
Yeah.
yeah, really brings
Couple
up.
different collections because I didn't like the this was the Autumn Cottage, and this was the color of my band here, and I didn't like it with my embellishments, so then I just cut a strip of other paper and
Looks great.
Turned out
Getting there.
great.
thanks.
Very creative, as usual.
Okay. Who said that they would also share?
Carmen.
All right, here we go. All right, you have to move back a little ways so we can see. Oh, and hold it up higher. There we go.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. Looks nice.
Very nice.
I like the border you added on the bottom.
Yeah.
Cute.
What collection did you use?
The papers was Fruity.
Delights.
Fruity.
Yeah, yeah.
The
Nice.
A lot of the embellishments came from one of the Croptoberfest from long ago. They lend themselves to gratitude, and that's kind of what I did. I did a gratitude crop a couple of years after that. I had to get all the paper from ISO, but yeah.
Very good.
Looks great. Thanks. Okay, anyone else?
I could show mine.
Go ahead. You can share your screen.
Yeah, let me get out of what I've got. Okay, there we go.
Did you do digital or traditional, Lynn?
Oh, digital. I don't do any
Awesome.
anything traditional. I don't have the.
Oh, look at that.
Oh,
Pretty.
that turned out nice.
Nice.
Wow, that is really
Nice.
pretty.
I
Mm.
recognize that girl.
Yeah,
That's very nice.
this is the birthday
great.
batch sampler kit. I tried
Wow.
a different set of papers and didn't like them, so I went with this.
Looks good.
That's great. Very cheerful.
Great.
Thank you.
All right, I can share mine.
Wonderful.
Okay. Then I can do mine too when you're done.
Okay. So I just did a template, and when we're done sharing, I'll stop the recording and I'll talk about how to make the template. And then if it will let me do it. All right, since we were talking about rotating the papers and the pages, well, it may not let me do this. It may take, there we go. So then
look.
I tried to do it and rotate the pictures on the other page.
Nice.
So,
Looks good. Perfect.
all right. So,
And what kit
okay.
was that from? I mean, the color, the paper in the back.
Well, the plaid was from Enjoy the Ride, and the other one was Around the School Mega Bundle is what I used for some of the other stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
Nice.
Thanks. Okay, Ola, you want to share your screen and we'll see yours too?
So I can get both pages up here. Let's see.
Or Karen, or do you have yours ready to hold up?
I do.
Okay, I'll let you hold yours up while Ola's getting her computer ready.
That's the first page.
Oh,
And
nice.
then
Nice.
I
Oh,
switched it
Oh,
up.
look
so
at
I
those
did that.
colors.
Very nice.
Nice.
That looks really nice.
that's great.
Thank you.
I like how you moved your circles around. That looks really nice. You didn't do the straight line like they had in the sample.
Yeah, I switched it up a little bit.
Yeah, that was great.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
You're
Oh,
Lano.
nice.
Oh,
Oops.
pretty.
Very nice.
Nice.
I
Very
like
pretty.
the colors, the circle
I-
colors.
Yeah, I think they turned out nice. They
Yeah, I
go
think it
well with
looks
the
okay.
rocks.
Yeah,
And that was Katie Petit's recent one, right? You said curated
Yeah,
studio
that-
mix.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
nice.
Yep.
Very nice.
yeah, it came out better than I thought it would.
Yeah.
And I actually followed, I didn't measure per the instructions. But I did follow the layout because often
Yeah.
I'll change my layout around. So I thought tonight I would actually follow the layout.
Or you can use your, I love what you picked. Looks great.
Yeah. Looks awesome. Thanks for sharing.
Sure.
All right. Did we get everybody?
I think
All
that's
right.
it.
All right. So back to your layout to wrap up.
Yes, thanks everyone for joining us or watching the video. And please, if you watch the video, go ahead and go over to our Facebook page, Consistently Creative Croppers, and add a photo of your layout so we can see what you created. Have a good night,
Great.
and next week will be digital, and hope you can join us. I'm sorry, next week is an open crop.
Right. With the This Simple Life page or Life Simple page kit number 10.
Correct.
Ready for Halloween.
All right.
All
here we
right.
go.
It's not mine. Okay.
Hey, thanks, Colleen.
Thanks,
Thank
Colleen.
you.
Thank you.
Bye,
Thank you.
thank you.